Hello everybody, Weeb here, and today I'm checking out Sony's newest State of Play. It's been a while since they've done one of these. I think the last one of these that they did ended up being this really short VR thing that I didn't really check out. You know, I'm not too interested in VR, at least not at the moment, because I know they're in like a transitionary period and don't even have a PS5 or anything. Honestly, I wasn't even going to check out this one, but I saw that it said it's going to focus on a lot of their Japanese publishers. And I saw a lot of people speculating whether that means a Capcom or, I don't know, just all sorts of studios, right? So I got a little more hype, you know, the more I thought about it. So I'm going to check it out. Should be about 20 minutes. I'm excited to see what they show. And let's just hope for the best. Let's hope that they, you know, Sony's been kind of quiet about what they're going to release this year. If you really think about it, can't really think of any really big projects. So let's hope that we get some good stuff. So without further ado, let's dive in. Alright. Alright, year 2043.
I am Ivy the android. I'd like to share today's dinosaur forecast. A dinosaur outbreak will soon occur. Residents in the affected area
this is weird.
have been evacuated, and a team of exo fighters has been dispatched.
Okay.
A vortex warning has been issued. Please remain indoors.
Oh, this is weird. Yeah, is that just dinosaurs just falling from the sky? Oh, that is so weird. So this is supposed to be kind of like, is it like Earth Defense Force or something? Except, oh, Capcom. Okay, hold on, Capcom. Because I was just saying earlier that people had speculated there might be like a Capcom appearance. Huh.
I make a sensitive situation.
You've been living fighting with the chief directors for 2 years.
All I wanted was to be IBS's top pilot.
IBS's latest dinosaur forecasts and exosuit technology were able to
Yeah, I was gonna say, so this looks, it kind of reminds me of like Earth Defense Force, except instead of bugs, you're fighting dinosaurs. It looks like that's kind of what they're going for, I think. Which, to be fair, is a very interesting premise. When is the last time you've really seen anything about fighting dinosaurs? But the fact that it's Capcom, that really sucks. Because where in the hell is the next Dino Crisis? People have been asking for Dino Crisis. And instead we get this? Like, that's really, like, it's an interesting premise. Like, it looks kind of cool. Like, just fighting dinosaurs and stuff, but why can't we just get a new Dino Crisis? Like, why are they so hell-bent on not giving people what they want, you know? Like, it looks interesting enough, like I said, you know, but oh, it's so weird. Exoprimal. I don't know how to feel about that, man. I'd rather just, why can't we just get?
Recruit, right? Welcome to IBS.
Yeah, it's either trying too hard for like multiplayer stuff, you know what I mean? Like give us Dino Crisis, man. Like, I mean, this game could be fun. I would probably check it out at least once.
With more announcements and updates for your favorite games.
Okay, so we start with
the debut of
Capcom.
Exoprimal, a brand new IP from Capcom. It hits PS4 and PS5 next year.
Oh, next year. Dance all the way then.
Next up, let's get some eye-popping updates for some fan favorites launching soon.
Oh, Ghostwire Tokyo. I've been excited for that game. I mean, it sucks not having a PS5 because I know this comes out, like I think, fairly soon. This game actually looks really cool. I want to say this is the first time they show us our protagonist, really. I don't think they've really shown him before. So that's interesting. And yeah, I'm just like I'm super interested in how the combat will work. It's so weird. Yo, isn't that shown that like in real life it just like they just found it cracked, so they're afraid that some like monsters on the loose now or whatever.
体をよこせ。妹は助けてやる。
Okay, that's weird. Because this is the first time I think they've shown the main character. So apparently he's trying to rescue his sister. But if you notice, whenever they show his face, he has like a black aura around his face. And that guy said, "Let me borrow your body." So maybe that's how you have abilities. Maybe you're working together with like a yokai or some sort of spirit or something to get abilities. And like I said, the more I see about it, the crazier it is. Like, how will you use the different moves or whatever? I don't know. Every time I see it, though, it looks really cool. The monster designs are cool. The combat looks really interesting. Like I said, look at that. It's just right around the corner. It sucks not having a PS5 because I really want to try it out. But I'm excited for that. Now this game too, it looks so weird. It's so... It's such a like it's kind of like a tonal whiplash. It's Final Fantasy, but it's this like Western kind of edgy look at it. But I'm really excited for this too. Honestly, I would really like to try it out. All right, new demo. Well, that's on PS4. I might try that
Later
out if
today,
it's on PS4.
visit PlayStation Store to download a new demo for Stranger of Paradise: Final Fantasy Origin.
Okay, I still have my PS4
Now,
lying
let's
around.
jump
I might
into
try
the
that
world of
out.
Forespoken with some all-new gameplay.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Stranger of Paradise. It just looks so weird. I want to know how that works, you know? This game, heard a lot of people like kind of talk crap about it. They call the character like a Mary Sue or whatever. I don't really see it. She just looks like she's some person that just... I feel like they gave her a lot of powers because they want to make your gameplay very versatile, is what I think. That's what I've seen. Because look at all the stuff she can do. I think it's just that they're trying to make it very open. And they're trying to give you like a lot of tools, is what it looks like to me. I mean, it remains to be seen, honestly, but I think the game looks cool. I think it looks like they're really trying to give you a lot of stuff you can do. Yeah, I think it looks cool. The way she like flies around, does all these tricks and stuff. Guys, if anyone's ever played Final Fantasy Type 0, in that game you play as like a whole class of soldiers, and each one has like a different weapon at their disposal and like a different thing going on. And so I feel like instead of it being like, oh, have a game where you play as a bunch of people and switch back and forth for abilities, it's like, why not just give you one character that has all the abilities? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are calling her Mary Sue, which she might be. But to me, it looks like, nah, I think they're just trying to give you a lot of abilities so you kind of just have a lot of ways to play. You know what I mean? I think they're trying to leave it open for you. Alright, October 11th. So that's near the end of the year. I think it looks cool. I want to try it out.
That was a new look at the sprawling PS5 adventure Forespoken from Luminous Productions.
Yeah, so far nothing
Let's
new,
check
though.
out some 6v6
except
action
the
in
first
Gundam
game.
Evolution, a fast-paced multiplayer shooter coming to PS4 and PS5 later this year.
I want to say I've heard of this one, too. So the only thing that's really been new was Exoprimal. I feel like everything so far has been more of like a recap. Like a reminder. Because I want to say I heard about this one at some point. Like, I don't know too much about Gundam, honestly. I haven't really watched too many of the series. But I'm guessing this is one of those things that you watch if you're like a fan. I mean, you play if you're a fan, because it probably has all sorts of like legacy characters, and you know, it's probably cool if you're a fan getting to play as the different Gundams and stuff. I mean, it looks nice. I just don't know how well it'll sell. I don't know if like a Gundam shooter is, you know, that much of a thing people have been like waiting for. Because I mean, having Gundams is cool, but you know, if the gameplay is like any other shooter, I don't know like how big of an audience it has. I like what I see though. It looks cool. Like I said, playing as a different Gundam seems like it's kind of cool. I don't know. Yeah, like the moves look fun. The way you kind of just like you can fly around and then jump around and kind of switch between them and stuff. Like it looks very fluid and stuff, which is cool. So Gundam Evolution. Network test. Huh, it's kind of funny. Just says spring 2022. I mean, that's soon, right? Ooh, what's this? Oh, turtles. Okay. Oh, is it gonna be like a collection of Ninja Turtles games? That's actually kind of cool. I mean, I'm surprised they haven't really done this before, right? That I can think of. All right. This is kind of cool. So that's Tournament Fighters, the arcade game. Love the arcade game. I played that a lot back in the day. Turtles in Time. Tournament Fighters again. I don't know if they're just repeating. No, they're just repeating again. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it has a few games. Okay. Yeah, I didn't count how many because they repeated some of them. Konami. Cool. That reminds me, as I'm watching this unfold, it sucks. As I going into this, I was excited because I had heard a rumor that Sony might have bought a Konami IP, and I was kind of excited because I'm like, oh, that's true. I wonder who they bought or whatever. But then, like right before watching this, I saw that it got debunked, that it wasn't real. It was just like a fake news thing that somebody let out. So I got really disappointed because I was part of why I wanted to watch this, but. Okay, so that's Gigabash. That's like a big old kaiju game. That looks fun.
Kaiju Brawler Gigabash comes to PS4 and PS5 later this year.
Alright, so there has been some new
fan favorite
stuff.
fighting game makes a beautiful and bizarre return.
So there's been some new stuff, but it's all been like very like old. It's been very like niche new stuff, if that makes sense. There hasn't been any like big. Oh, what's this? Hold on. Wait, JoJo. That has to be JoJo. That's like the little. Okay, hold on, but they said return, right? So is it like Eyes of Heaven, or is it All-Star Battle or whatever? Yeah, okay, that's cool. Oh, that's fun. That is cool. Oh, okay, I believe they added characters too. Yeah, I don't think I remember all of these characters being the same ones, were they? I don't remember actually. That's pretty cool though. Especially now that like, I mean, when this game first came out, I don't think there was much of like the anime out. Now that the anime's come so far, yeah, I feel like they have like more to work with, you know what I mean? So yeah, All-Star Battle R. That's pretty cool. 50 playable characters. Ooh, that's cool. As I'm saying, 'cause I don't think I had that many characters before. Like, I had a big roster, but I don't think it was anywhere near 50. So I'm guessing they're adding all sorts of stuff, which is cool.
Our next two games will take you beyond life and death.
Life and Death. Death Stranding. Ooh, what's this? Yeah, same thing. I don't know why I'm having deja vu. I feel like I saw Trek to Yomi. Why do I feel like I saw like the announcement for this before? Like, this looks familiar. I don't know why. Because I like to keep up with video game news, you know? But this still looks familiar. Like, they showed it during like another like indie showcase or something. So it seems like it's really heavily cinematic. It's like it's like a side scroller to like a 2D thing, like a 2.5D thing. So that's definitely interesting. Yeah, see, it's like a side scrolling thing. Oh no, I guess. There's parts where he is running towards the camera, so I don't know. And the style's pretty cool with the whole black and white thing. It makes it feel like you're kind of playing through like a old samurai film or something. Trek to Yomi. Starring. I don't recognize any of those names. Those are probably like famous actors or something. I don't know who they are, unfortunately. Yeah, like I said, this looks familiar. It's so weird. I feel like I saw it somewhere before. I'm not sure why. Ooh, Devolver's behind it. That's kind of cool. That's different. Alright, they said these 2 games. So what's this one? PlayStation Studios.
Trapped in an endless cycle. Fighting.
Oh, this is
Dying.
Returnal. Okay.
Returning. Always the same.
I still have not checked out Returnal.
Yeah,
I've heard it's supposed to be
always
pretty good. I
changing.
still haven't actually checked it out. I'm guessing this is what, like DLC or something?
Not anymore.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it's co-op then. Oh, they're adding like co-op mode to it. Okay. That's cool, I guess. Okay. Yeah, like I
Now
said
I
though, so
stand
far there
before the
hasn't really
endless
been
tower.
anything new.
I climb as Sisyphus did, pushing the boulder upward.
Like the only things I've seen that were new
No matter how high
were
I
Exoprimal,
the challenge begins.
I believe the
again.
Kaiju fighting game, and maybe, and I'm not even sure, but maybe the one before this,
Will I
the
fight on through the infinite.
Yomi game or whatever. Those might be the only new ones. Everything else has
Seeking
been like
answers,
an existing title, which is kind of weird,
seeking
you know?
ascension. My release is within this tower, and I will find it.
Yo, that's a pretty good boss design right there. Okay, so Returnal. So I'm guessing it's what, like DLC plus a co-op or something. Update 3.0. Returnal Ascension. Yeah, so it's some sort of like DLC or patch or
Housemarque
whatever.
is bringing
update.
campaign co-op and a mysterious new survival mode to Returnal Ascension.
Okay, there we
a
go.
free update hitting this March.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
It's almost time to sign off, but before we do, let's get a first look at 2 brand new games coming from Square Enix.
Wow, they're almost done. I feel like they haven't shown anything. Like, I don't want to be mean.
What you want?
I'll say at the end.
And you are certain that what we are doing is best for the people of the kingdom.
Yes. I suppose it would, in a sense.
I don't know what this is at all.
Yes.
This is Square Enix.
It made me wonder.
Maybe
Am I
the
still that same person?
MMO? Like some sort of update for, 14, maybe?
The era of myths gives way to an era of great turmoil. The continent was ravaged by the devastating war between the Empire and the Alliance. However, one nation remained unaffected by the chaos. The Kingdom of Alatane, Ward of the August, looked destined to have its soil stained with the blood of battle.
We've finally been called up. We're up against the Empire's main army.
We are to eradicate every last Imperial who comes ashore. Keep focused.
Come on, everyone!
Oh, okay, so this looks like it's like an RTS or something, right? Or no?
You will die.
Is it like an RTS? Yeah,
Do you
right?
really have such a yearning for war?
I think this might be new. It doesn't look like anything I've seen that's familiar, I think. Damn, that's a pretty cool stuff. This destroys everything.
What shall we do now?
We're going to retake it.
This is our chance while they're all assembled. We should send our best and crush them.
That's right. All the more reason to avoid bloodshed.
I kind of like the art style. Like, it's kind of, like, weird, but I kind of like it. That when they're fighting, and it looks almost like a little, like 3D, like, little, like, board or whatever. Like, it has an interesting art style. I'll give it that. Let's see, what is it? It is the Dial Field Chronicle. Yeah, I think that's new. That doesn't sound like an existing property of theirs. So that might be why it looks like really different. The art style and like the maps and stuff. Huh. Interesting, I guess. Not really my type of game, but Alright, are they going to close on 16 maybe? What are they going to close on? Because they said there was going to be 2 more titles. No, this isn't like 16 either. The art style looks kind of different. Looks like it's like cel-shaded. An unjust world, what will you choose?
If the will to fight still lingers within you, then accept my offer and join me.
This might be a new title as well. They might have said it was 2 new titles. Okay, so very actiony. It's not an RPG or anything from what I can tell. So it's pretty actiony. So far you're playing as just her.
Heed my words. Ragnarok tears our world asunder. All we hold precious lies on the brink of annihilation. Become my tool of intervention and save this world from doom.
Yeah, I like the combat. I like that kind of combat. You know, we're like running around, fighting enemies, and you know, sorts of like combos and stuff. I like that kind of action. The only thing is, a lot of the environments just look very similar. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing that's kind of not selling me so far. But let's see. Valkyrie Elysium. Kind of wish I knew more about the game. It looks like it has...
Your efforts to remain undetected are lacking. Reveal yourself.
Oh. Is this going to be our Virgil for the game?
Who are you?
Is this going to be our rival? That's kind of cool. Cool little tease at the end.
That's all for today. We'll see you soon with another State of Play.
That's it, huh? Wow, that was very... I don't want to be mean, but yeah, you know, I'm going to wrap up in a bit. So let me just kind of pause, you know, get through the video, and I'll give my final thoughts. So one moment. Alrighty, guys. So I, you know, made sure that was it for the video. Went and looked at some comments, came back, etc. Wanted to give my, you know, thoughts. Oh man, I don't want to be mean because, you know, a lot of people obviously put time and effort into these games, and I don't think it's one of those things where it's fair to say that this showed nothing important, because obviously there's stuff that people are probably excited for. You know, I don't speak for everybody, but this was not my type of direct sort of thing. I didn't really see anything that got me excited. I think the only things that I kind of, you know, liked, Ghostwire Tokyo, which I was already excited for before this, obviously. Seeing more of that, that's always cool. Besides that, I think the other thing that really caught my attention was maybe that game at the end, Valkyrie Elysium. It looks kind of cool because it has, you know, kind of looks like it has a character action type fighting, a lot of action, you're running around, fighting enemies. Although it did look kind of empty, and it looked kind of like, I don't know, the areas kind of looked really samey, was the thing that bothered me. So I'd kind of like to see more of that game before, you know, I'd like to know more about it. But that I can think of, those are the only ones that really caught my attention. Yeah, Valkyrie Elysium, the Ghostwire Tokyo, which I already knew about. And I guess I also was kind of like, ooh, you know, for Stranger of Paradise or whatever. But once again, 2 of those games I already knew about. And I feel like that's like the big problem too. That unless I'm mistaken, I feel like a lot of these games were things that we already knew about. Like when they had said, oh, we're going to, you know, showcase, you know, Japanese publishers and the things that they have coming out soon, I was excited because I was expecting like some big titles, because we don't really know what's coming out this year, you know what I mean? For Capcom, for instance, okay, cool, they have a new game that looks weird or whatever, you know, Exoprimal, but what about stuff that we have been already like anticipating? Like what's up with like the Resident Evil 4, you know, what is it, remake, or what's up with, you know, Village, that had been speculated there might be some DLC for it, or a whole bunch of their other, you know, titles and franchises. They're just kind of just sitting there. So it kind of sucks that, you know, they didn't really give us updates for other stuff, you know what I mean? And I get it, it is, you know, the middle of March or whatever. Maybe they're trying to save some of this stuff for E3, I guess. But still, E3 is kind of a ways away. You think they could have at least given us some reveals here that they could then give more information about, you know, at E3. So overall, I just was not very impressed with this direct sort of thing. It's the kind of thing where as much as people complain about Nintendo, I feel like Nintendo tries to bring a lot to the table every time, and they try to at least bring something for everyone. Whether you're like an RPG person, or like a platformer person, or like a, I feel like they try to bring a little bit of something for everyone. Well, here, it was just kind of like, here's a bunch of games you already knew about, and that's kind of it, you know what I mean? So, like, I don't know, Nintendo just makes it look so easy, and other companies, like I can't believe you waited this long to give us this, you know what I mean? Like, that didn't even feel like it was worth a direct, honestly. So you have it, guys. I don't know if there's anything that you saw that made you excited. Personally, like I said, there was maybe like 2 or 3 things that kind of caught my attention. Some of them that I already knew about, so, I would rate this direct kind of a meh, you know what I mean? Not too impressed. But there you go, guys. If you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Is there a game that you're excited for? Let me know why. Maybe, kind of convince me. Maybe I'll try to keep an open mind towards stuff in the future. And with that being said, this has been Weeb Rabbit, and I'm out. Bye-bye.